Right, I'm doing these in advance, so this is for the 30th. Because I'm out and about again. So, what do we need to know for the 30th then? It will be the Mother Energy. It was mentioned yesterday. The meter, it's Mother Earth, it's mothers, mother-in-laws, mothers of your children. It's abundance, it's pregnancy, it's happiness returning. So, and the song is definitely a happy one. It's Caravan of Love. Not the House Martins one, and I love that version. This one I'm not so keen on, but it might be the original, so I can't knock it. I'll have a look. But I know it's that song because I recognise it. So let's see. So it was the story of Persephone yesterday, trapped at the gates of hell, and her mum has to come and save her. So if you've got a daughter, or you're the daughter, your mum in spirit is maybe looking after you. Who knows? Let's see then. Others. So it's messages blocked, no communication, the check's not in the mail, child maintenance not paid, immature earth sign energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, or lack of finances, gossip. We've got 2 children now, a fire sign and an earth sign. We've got moving on from stormy waters to calm ones, maybe leaving them behind in some way. 6 weeks. Don't take the baggage of the past with you. Coming home to who you truly are. So there's a homecoming. A disloyal or unreliable friend or finances. Career. It's Taurus again. Taurus cusper. Early Taurus is Aries. Late Taurus is Gemini, which we're in now. 9 days. Miracles can happen, so stay positive. Children again. Communications, siblings, school days, the colour yellow, hands, arms, shoulders. Something or someone new entering your life. Somebody that works with blades, discs, cups or wood, or wears many different hats, so does many different things to different people, or collects hats. The roses, the passion flower, the honeysuckle, and abundance, happiness returns. Motherhood, the divine feminine, Mother Earth. But love has left the building. So, somebody seems to be leaving a situation here, but feeling like they're finally coming home to who they are, they truly are. So maybe you have to walk away from a job or a person or a situation to do that. 3 or 30, 1 or 28. Massively important positive energy. But the 1 and 28 is the important one because the 3 and 30 is neutral. It's today's card. It's about the military, so as well, it's Memorial Day and Remembrance Day. So May the 31st, November the 11th. And we have Aries energy. It's the Ron Seal man. He does what he says on the tin. Takes action. Father energy. So now we've got mum and dad. Early Aries is Taurus. Early Aries is Pisces. Late Aries is Taurus. So, yeah. Equal reciprocity. What you give out is what you'll get back. So don't expect others to be nice to you if you're not nice to them. Scorpio energy, again, nurturing, the mother, the womb, shared resources, filling your own cup, looking after yourself. Maybe mother visiting you in a dream, a vision. Early Scorpio is Libra, late Scorpio is Sagittarius. It's time to find a new team. Build new foundations because the old ones are not paying off. The green light from Spirit, it's time to go. And now we've got the full story because we end where we finished with the Knight of Pentacles. Finally, that communication comes in, that gift from Spirit, that child, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Somebody's being found out for their deceit and lies. They're not getting away with it anymore. So, you may have been stopped from seeing the kids. For a very few of you, that's what it is. And child maintenance maybe not coming in. But now that is going to be exposed. Wishes and dreams can't come true until you face this chaos. So whatever it is, maybe you left a partner and you haven't been able to see the kids because of a messy split. You've got to face that chaos because you can't leave the kids hanging. Aquarius energy. Dimming your light to fit in or keeping your head down. 17. Negative energy. 7 or 25, again, the home and the family unit. White cars. Mechanical problems. Ambulances, fire engines, accidents. So be careful at traffic lights, even if it's on green. Speeding tickets, parking fines, etc. Ankles and leg injuries. And you're going to have to fight for what you want. Sitting back on your laurels and expecting it to come to you, it isn't going to happen. Control issues. Somebody trying to control you. You take back control of your life. 7 or 25. Negative energy. Early Cancer is Gemini. Late Cancer is Leo. Then we have the Tower moment. So Neptune in Pisces up till 2026. Those walls have to come crashing down. Destroy something to rebuild. Electrical and water problems, arguments, accidents, losses within the home, actual losses of home. Thunder, lightning, stormy waters, but we're coming out of those stormy waters, so don't worry too much. Feeling like a failure. You reap what you sow. It's become too much of a heavy burden and you can't carry it anymore. Unexpected, unwanted, negative communications coming fast, or your attention has been taken elsewhere while someone was getting away with something. Tall, handsome stranger entering your life, the Gypsy card, or a fire sign child. Again, action, passion. Immature energy there, no commitment. Again, Scorpio, not looking after yourself. The womb and the shared resources. You need to fill your own cup, put yourself on a priority list. Early Scorpio is Libra, late Scorpio is Sagittarius. Over emotional, drinking, female or depression. No action is being taken. no passion, impotence even. There's Neptune in Pisces, so people pleasing is not going to work. You can't keep having Groundhog Day. We've talked about that. It's February the 2nd. It's being in limbo. You need to turn your world upside down and see things from a different angle. Put your boundaries in place and learn to say no. Number 12, Pisces. Because this is a time for you to make a decision, but it's got to be the right one for you. You've got to think about, if nobody else was in your life, what decision would you make? And then do that and stick to it, regardless of anyone else. Because if you're not happy, you can't make others happy. It is Gemini energy, 6 or 24. It is the school days, children, the colour yellow, people from your past, soulmate energy, but it's about a choice. It was always a choice before it was anything else. Adam, Eve, Lilith, ex-wives, the snake, those born in the year of the snake. So make the right decision for you. The fire element is desire, and the desire isn't there. Impotence. So fire sign energy is massively important. 37. It's the Two of Wands. We have the dark night of the soul. We're at that crossroads and we have to decide to take a different path. We've done it the same way for so long now. It's not got us anywhere. We just keep coming back to that same crossroads. It's about being honest with yourself and others and suggest you act assertively. You're about to get up front with someone or vice versa. Yes. Or at least you should. This card says push it. In any event, you will understand where you stand and all of your cards will be put on the table. No pun intended. You can expect less mystery. Watch out for bossy people, because when this card comes up, it indicates a type of bulldozing that will be hard to deal with. Others may claim that they are speaking for you from a place of truth and concern, but they're not. They do not understand the situation very well and not offer the best advice, so take your own counsel. Also, be careful of others attempting to take over and claim as theirs what is yours, taking credit. This card implies the ego getting out of control, but to keep yours in check as well. Since you are now thinking on larger terms, details won't seem to matter much, but you have to cross the T's and dot the I's. It's important to get everything nailed down. You may be tempted to fly by the seat of your pants and rely on spontaneity. That's not a bad idea. Go where the passion is. The fire element card says you have good instincts at this moment and will be able to carry it off as long as you are also grounded. This is a card of passion. Therefore, if romance is your question, it will be a compelling one, at least on the part of one of you. Do not make the mistake of attempting to make your love interest jealous if you feel you're not getting attention you crave. This will surely backfire. If the attention strays, don't be afraid to have a backup plan. Third parties. In romance, this card indicates a sudden attraction. If it's not meant to be, it will burn out fast. If the relationship has legs, so it may be fast. You will be great supporters and protectors of each other. The fire element is one of new starts, often after the past has been burned away. It denotes a period where you will start anew. Be honest in your approach. Any arrogance will be your enemy. You will have the zeal to get things done in the way you want. As far as your life is concerned, the pot is being stirred. Lastly, show caution with objects of fire and electrical nature, because there could be electrical and water problems there. Well done, Spirit. And the Ogum, so we'll be picking an Ogum then. 35. Your guides and the tree spirits. Number 35. So we won't be having any other cards because we won't have time if we do an Ogum. 35. This is a sign from Fionn's window. It shows a symbol called Urgam, home, or which is an early form of Irish writing. Placed around concentric circles, each of the Urgam letters represents a tree and its form of Celtic tree calendar. Each tree or Urgam represents specific energies, much like runes. Each tree has its own wisdom and knowledge to share with us, and therefore makes an amazing divination system. So look at what trees are near you. Also a powerful way to advance our spirituality. The tree spirits are here to guide you. It may be time to work with the energetic Celtic tree calendar and discover a whole new meaning to your life, one that may take on a journey of self-discovery, much like a spiritual pilgrimage. The trees have much wisdom, as we know, but there is so much more we can learn from them. On drawing this card, you are being called to work closely with these energies. The three staves at the bottom of the image are the hazel, the apple, and the elder. The apple is Adam, obviously. The hazel, the alder. Apple is Gemini, Cancer, Cusper. Hazel is Gemini. And what's the other one? The alder. Aquarius, which we've had all of those. So hazel is known hazel is known as the tree of knowledge, so you will learn something. Seek its help when in need of insight. Wisdom, creativity, abundance, and the need to tap into source. So abundance is the mother card where we started. Apple shares the month with hazel. It is a prized tree of the Druids for many reasons. It is associated with fairies, the magical Isle of Avalon, which was mentioned yesterday in the song, and symbolic of fruitfulness, harvest, and abundance. It also represents a time to make a decision between good or bad things. It also means a time to rest and heal. The alder tree is associated with water, therefore emotions of a feminine aspect, but also offers support and possesses a strong male energy to help with the foundations of spiritual protection. So you need new foundations. There's a lot of fire energy here. So Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. So we will take an ogre because they've told us to. And it's Ruis, or the elder. That could be an elder in your life, or it could be the tree. One, 4, 7. So snooker, maybe. Number 13, which is death, and it is death and rebirth. It's the second joint of the ring finger. So that is, I believe, Leo. The red-haired, red-blooded person. Passion. There you go. The stone is green malachite, dark green malachite. The bird is the rook, the crow. The letter D could be important, the planet Mars. Well, we've got a lot of fire energy there. The goddess is Morrigu. The flower essence is red chestnut, walnut, and star of Bethlehem, so David. Any symbol of death and rebirth. For my altar this year, I had bird's nest holding both eggs and the skull of a bird. So if you see any of those, it's a sign. The message is endings and new beginnings. Redness and passion, and the redness all over this. It's a waterside tree. There is an old English superstition that a child, so children, placed under the elder cradle will pine away or be pinched black and blue by the fairies. In Ireland, elder sticks were said to have been used by witches as magic horses. So the broom and new broom sweeps clean, the year of the horse. The flowers and the inner bark are famous for their therapeutic quality, but the scent was held to cause death and disease. Folklore has labelled it as an unlucky tree. English folklore states that those who use it to burn bring the evil into the house. Elder white flowers make elder another aspect of the white goddess. Elder's magical properties attached to the planet of Venus and the element of water. It is used for exorcism, so exorcise those ghosts, protection, healing, prosperity and sleep, so get some rest. Elder was also used in burial rites. Witches and spirits were thought to live within the elder as it bleeds red sap when cut, so somebody may be injured. It is worn to ward off attackers. It can be hung over a door to keep out evil and has power to release negative energies and cast against you. So have it above the door if you feel like somebody's casting bad energy towards you. It is the tree of death and rebirth, which is Aries and fire energy. It was also called Ellen, so the name Ellen could be important, or witch mother, so again the mother, by the Scandinavians. Animals do not graze by her. The rabbit will not eat her. Her berries make good wine, and the tree bears fruit well into December. So, elder is the sign of evolutionary change. Yes, a transition from one state to another. Old things are passing away, and new things will take their place. It's time of letting go of what holds you back. It's important to come to terms with the change during this cycle. Everything changes and transforms. All life is beginning, endings, birth, death, and rebirth. Ruis is the beginning in the end, and the end in the beginning, the moon of completeness. The tree symbolizes exorcism, prosperity, banishing, and healing. The personality of the tree comes from the elder mother who dwelt in that tree. In Europe and Britain, wise people still show respect by touching their hats in passing the elder mother. Witches would often turn themselves into elder trees. One famous witch turned a king and his army to stone. The Rollright Stone in Oxfordshire are said to be a Danish king and his men on the way to battle the English. So Denmark or Danish. The king asked the witch his fate. She replied, 7 long strides thou shalt take, and if long Crompton thou canst see, King of England thou shalt be. Because he was almost at the crest of the hill, he was confident, so watch out for cocky, egotistical energy. So he rode forth, and on the 7th stride, a long mound rose up before him, blocked his view. So something is blocking your view. The old witch continued, as long as Crompton thou canst not see, King of England thou shalt not be. Rise up, stick, and stand still stern, for King of England thou shalt be none. And thou and thy men horse stone shall be, and I myself an elder tree, because if you dabble with black magic, you will know that whatever you wish on others will come back to you. So she's done that specifically to protect herself from being, at least she'd still be alive, not a stone. In an instant, the Danish king and his men were turned to stone. The warriors loyal to the king became the king's men's stones, set in a circle, and those that questioned his authority became the whispering knights, huddled together, part of their others. So the king, King Charles, the name Charles could be important. The king became the stone king, still in shock. The witch resumed her guise as the guardian elder tree. Local custom and tradition around this legend says that on Midsummer's Eve, so 21st of June, if people sought out the elder tree and danced with elder garlands in their hair, at midnight the stone king would turn his head and watch the dancers. The winter solstice, or Mean Gimmick in Gaelic, occurs around December the 21st and 22nd, so that could be important. It is the dark of the year and the shortest day. So the common elder is a shrub. I am the wave of the sea. On a boundless sea I set adrift. So going from stormy waters to calmer ones, across water perhaps travelling. Of the last moon Amagon sings, I am the ocean wave. and the breaking waves against the cliff. So, the seaside. This is a wave moving freely in and through land. This is all part of the mysterious fluid movement of the sea, which is unpredictable and wild. It can carry away from shore and take us to depths beyond our imaginings. It can be perilous and hostile, but it can also be a source of fertility and growth. Our knowledge of how life began tells us that the very first life forms came from the sea, and as such we honour her as Mother Ocean. So waterside mother, perhaps. This is a reward for those who are willing to risk everything in this world, beneath our consciousness, taking ourselves into the deep unknown. During its darkest season, when the forces of growth are quieted, we must now clean whatever poisons remain in our metaphorical soil. Those waves that carry us away from the land must also wash away all the aspects of the past that will hold us back and impede our growth. So don't take the baggage of the past with you, those thoughts. We need to be able to leave this womb of darkness at the appointed time, cleanse all that has been holding us back. With the rising of the new moon will be somewhere on the 19th of June, I believe, so around the 21st, 19th to the 21st. When the rising of the new moon, we attune ourselves to surging waves, feeling the strength of the wave carrying us on out into the unknown. And then in the waxing period, we are pulled fully into the depths, stripping away all that holds the past. At the full moon, which is around the 4th, we purify, and at the waning phase, we will feel a reversal of these energies, removing from us all feelings of loss or regret. At this time, all of the soothing energies of the darkness are available to us for healing and restoration, but don't stay there too long. This moon truly is one of endings and rebirth. I am the wave of the sea, rolling on forever onward, gathering strength, pausing for none. Sunbeam riding on the ocean wave, firefly riding in the sky, so watch for the firefly. Amazon riding on the ocean beach, and I know it sounds stupid, but that could be something that you've ordered off Amazon. Old moon rising up on. Everything is beautiful, in the earth and the sea and the starry sky. Old moon fades and new moon grows. Our life will never die. On the earth, in the air, through the fire, by the water, I am flowing, the elder moon's daughter. Malachite is soft, dark green stone that swirls and stripes. Its colour comes from copper, reputed to confer the ability to understand animal language. It is also valued as a protective stone, revitalising the body and mind. It repels evil spirits, so again, we're repelling evil. Inspire tolerance and flexibility, opens communication and stabilises your energy. It's an excellent stone for creating magical manifestations, strengthening the intuition and for the power of transformation. Malachite acts as a psychic mirror, amplifying the energy one projects into it and drawing one into the worlds of meditation. So again, they're talking about meditation, and what you give out is what you'll get back. There is no coincidence that the speaker of the rook calls for the birds when seeking knowledge, so crows are very important. The well-known counting rhyme applied to the different variants of both magpies and crows. So 1 for sorrow, 2 for mirth, 3 for a wedding, 4 for a birth. 5 for silver, 6 for death, 7 for words that should never be spoken. And then we have it carries on, but the family gatherings, any more than that really is family gathering. As the rhyme makes clear, they are augurs, keepers of secrets and mysteries. A pet crow of the Emperor Domitian, who could talk, but would only say all will be well. Crows also become symbols of hope as well as one of procrastination because of their habit of yelling crass crass, meaning tomorrow, tomorrow. So if you see one, it's not to bring you sorrow, but to help you through your sorrow. It's also associated with death because of their black feathers and their habit of feeding on carrion. That's because they're always hungry. There is no specific legend associated with rooks, but according to the author Neil Gaiman, so the name Neil could be important, they do have one mystery. A group of rooks is known as a parliament. So parliaments governments due to their habit of forming large assemblies during which one bird will seem to speak or orate at length. Afterwards, the bird is either left alone or torn to pieces. Gaiman claims that the lone bird is telling a story. The other bird's reaction is their form of criticism. If you want to know what the future holds, the black crow knows. Schubert's song, The Rook, is a mysterious bird, never answers a question put to them. They choose to keep their secrets. 3 to 5 light greenish speckled eggs, so if you see them, that's important. Rooks dig for larvae and worms, so the worm may turn. Some types of instinctive behaviour while showing a rigid core fixed action pattern, all still modifiable by the conditioning and learning. We haven't got much time, so look up Morrigan because she is important. If you can search for her. You're caught between the waking mind and the hollowness, drowsiness, ready to toss back another good day, to be alive. I could wait for you if you told me you were coming. So somebody's coming home, like I said. I would be old then in my bones, but you still be lounging with crows and laughing like a good woman. I can smell your hair, something like blood, and the wind that rushes over Killarney. So over in Killarney, and it's funny because that's where my ancestors come from. Tantalising, something to take your breath away. Heartbeats, so someone's heart may fail. The universe, the sound is women singing, a harp is playing, so someone is passing possibly. I've no sign of that in the cards. All whispering to me about the night when we first met, somewhere beyond eternity. The name Heather and the letter M could be important. Thanks for listening.